All right, Virgo, what is up, y'all? How you doing? Time to go ahead and knock out your extended reading for October 2024. This is just a last brush across the table to make sure I got every crumb of energy out of the first half of the month, because we can't do the mid-month messages without sweeping the table completely clean. All right. So for those of you who would like a personal reading, just check the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right. So I'm starting these off with the person that you're interested in. Your love interest. What is happening in October between Virgo and the person that you're interested in? Anything good happening? There's a love offer coming in. What's going on? Oh, man, the Four of Cups. So, okay, that divides you guys into two groups. For those of you who have not said or done anything to indicate how you feel, this person has no clue that you're even into them. They're not even aware that there's an opportunity available to them. If you have made your feelings known, it kind of feels like they're giving you the cold shoulder on purpose. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands reversed, Empress reversed. Well, I am seeing you getting a little bit impatient here, because regardless, I think the majority of you have made your feelings known. I think so. It almost feels like this person has a decision they need to make, but they're not making a decision. I am seeing communication. So if you weren't in communication, you will be, but it doesn't look like stable, like solid communication. It could be kind of on and off or in and out. I'm getting real strong mixed signals coming from this person, leaving you a little bit confused and impatient. So, Empress reversed. Yeah, it's just, damn, dog. I was hoping I would see a love offer coming in here. Oh, there it is. There's a love offer. Is this you? Is this you making this love offer? I had to dig for that love offer. I had to dig for that. So I'm not 100% convinced that that's happening in October, because I had to dig so deep for it. Let me see how this person feels about you. Person Virgo's interested in. What's their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Ah, they have a really negative outlook on love. So I almost want to say don't take it personal. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Yeah, I think they've been fucked around too many times. They got trust issues. They've been cheated on, manipulated, lied to, used, abused. They just have a really, really, really negative outlook on love altogether. It's been a very, very rough transition moving on from their last relationship. There's that Four of Cups again. Yeah. So it's not you. But you know what I do think, though? They do kind of worry that if they were to be with you, that you would eventually end up seeing one day that you can do better than them. So it almost kind of feels like they have some self-confidence issues a little bit. There's a whole other side of this person that you do not know. And they're doing that intentionally. And I think they worry that if they do let you in on that part of them that you will eventually end up pretty much thinking that they're a loser. So it's like they have a fear of abandonment. They have self-confidence issues. So I honestly wouldn't take it personal. I wouldn't take it personal. Let's see. Let's go ahead and double check the outcome and see if that love offer's coming in. Are they making a love offer? What is this person's actions? What are their actions towards you? In October, not November, in October. Now they're not making a decision. Ace of Cups, Judgment, reverse. They're not making a decision. Not making a decision. For those of you dealing with somebody that you have been sexually intimate with, I don't think they're making the offer to take things further than that in October. Now, I know that hasn't been all of you. But, yeah, don't take it personal, though. I mean, I know you hate hearing people say that. Because it's like, what do you mean don't take it personal? But it really doesn't have anything to do with you as much as it does them. I know that sounds cliche. I know that sounds kind of corny. We hear people say that shit all the time. And a lot of times people will use that as an excuse. You know, it's not you, it's me. Well, the people will use that as an excuse a lot to do something kind of shady and questionable. But in this case, it really isn't you. It really ain't. This person got some self-confidence and self-esteem issues. And they were mainly derived from whatever happened to them in the past. Kind of feels to me, now, like I always tell you, I'm not allowed to spy on the personal, private details of somebody else's life. But I would be willing to bet that they were in a relationship with somebody that straight up talked to them like a dog. And if you're around that kind of energy long enough, you'll start believing it. You know, if you get into a relationship with somebody that talks to you and treats you like that, and you stick around and you stay in that energy long enough, you'll kind of start believing it. It's kind of what I'm thinking happened to this person. Well, let's get the advice. Just get the advice. Three of Swords. And King of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, well, I tell you what. My concern is that if you just continue to be patient, that the tension is going to build to the point to where it just falls apart. So I would say that if you're really wanting to get this ball rolling, probably going to have to be you that pushes to get the ball rolling. I can already hear some of you saying, fuck, I've been doing that. Well, if you've been pushing to get this ball rolling and they're not responding, then it's time to walk away from it then. If by November 1st, you have exhausted every option you have at your disposal. You've done everything you can to push this ball and get it rolling, and they still got their tail tucked between their legs, then ain't nothing you can do. All right. Well, dadgummit. I was hoping for some rainbows and unicorns to start the reading off. But we're not done yet. We still have the past person to look at. So let's see what's happening in October between Virgo and the person from the past. It could be your ex. Could be somebody you was just talking to. Somebody you was fucking with. Somebody you have some kind of past history with. If you're not inquiring about a person from the past, then this would not be for you. Let's see. What is going on with the Virgos inquiring about a past person? Two of Pentacles. That don't tell me nothing. That don't tell me nothing. Seven of Pentacles. That don't tell me nothing. This person do still have feelings for you. And y'all both still got feelings for each other, but both of you are remaining silent. King and Queen of Cups, both in the upright. Y'all both still love each other. But could be a Pisces for some of you. Neither of you are opening up and expressing this. So, not a lot happening here, man. Not a whole lot happening. Could be a Cancer for some of you. There's a hell of a lot of unfinished business here. You feel unfinished business. They feel unfinished business. This is just silent tension lingering in the ether of eternity. Let's look at their deepest feelings for you. What are their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions towards Virgo? See, look, they heartbroke, dog. They hurting. They hurting a lot more than you know. Boom, 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 boom. They know that you still have feelings for them. They know you still got feelings for them, but it's almost like they want to try to control this situation. So even though they know that you still got feelings for them, they're not going to be the one to make the move because they want to be the one in control. Could be an Aries for some of you. They miss you, though. Oh, they miss you. They miss what y'all had. They're a lot more hurt than they're letting on. But Moon card again. They're keeping it to themselves. They're remaining very quiet. All right. For some of you, this person could be turning to drugs and alcohol to try to cope with this. Well, we pretty much got that outcome, right? Silent tension. Let's get the advice. Would it be a good idea for Virgo to approach this person? What's the advice? It says Knight of Cups reversed. Why not? Oh, that's why. Well, I'm thinking probably more than a few of you dealt with somebody that could possibly have an addiction issue. If not, they may have developed one since the two of you parted ways. But that is, honestly, look at this shit, dude. That's the most gnarly fucking devil card. Isn't it? Isn't that a gnarly ass devil card, dude? Ugh. I don't like that devil card. There may be a third party in the mix, possibly. Well, you're at a crossroads here. Well, okay, so let's meet in the middle. I wouldn't be dumping my eggs in the basket of a love offer and a reconciliation, but you could open up communication. Could open up communication. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? That's what I would say. See if you and this person can just be friends for now. Just see if that's even possible. Can we have an open line of communication and just be civil fucking adults to each other? Because if we can't be civil adults to each other as friends, we definitely ain't going to be able to reconcile our bullshit. I would see, if I was you, I would, well, if you want to, if you must, I would reach out somewhere here in the next couple of weeks before October is over And I would keep this person at an arm's distance for the remainder of 2024. Probably through the remainder of winter. I wouldn't even be thinking about trying to bring this person back into your life until late winter at the earliest. Probably around spring. If you go out with this person, don't go alone. All right, if you want to go out and have a little drinky drink, have a little party or something like that, don't go alone. And yeah, and then by springtime, if we cool, we're civil, we're cordial, we're amicable, all that good shit, then maybe we can see if we want to take things further. But with this energy right here, that's a slippery, slippery slope. All right, let's see what general messages we have for the Virgo family. What general messages do we have? What are the general messages for Virgo? Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Oops. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. That's yelling at me. It's yelling at me. Four of Cups. For a lot of you, I think, especially career-wise, there's an opportunity right under your nose that you're not seeing. Right under your nose. You're not even seeing it. Especially those of you who have been wanting to expand career-wise, maybe go get a totally different job, maybe start a little online side hustle, maybe start a whole fucking business, replace your day job, whatever. I'm getting that there's an opportunity right under your nose and you're not even seeing it. Some of you, okay, wow, this doesn't normally come through like this. Some of you may be concerned that there's somebody around you that you can't trust, like at the workplace. If that's you, I'm being told to tell you, quit tripping, you're overthinking it. That normally doesn't come through like that. Normally doesn't, but it is telling me that whoever you're tripping about, thinking that they're plotting against you or trying to sabotage you or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying that whoever this is a good person. I'm not saying they're this innocent little angel. They may be a fucking shithead, but don't be overthinking it. They're not like trying to sabotage you. They're not out to get you. They may be just a toxic fuckwad that is just a piece of shit, but they ain't out to get you. Don't be overthinking it. Quit tripping. There's a lot of weird miscellaneous mixed messages here. A whole lot. For those of you who are concerned that you're going to just lose your job and end up on the streets. No, you're not. No, you're not. Now, we're going to be going through some financial scares here soon, but you ain't going to end up on the streets. Don't you be tripping about that. But yeah, there is some opportunity right under your nose that you're not even seeing. Now, here's the tricky part about that. You have to be tuned into the right vibration in order to be able to see it. Because if you're enough of a vibrational mismatch to the point to where you're not seeing it, even if somebody told you what it was, if you're not dialed into that frequency, it still wouldn't work. So I'd be working a little bit on my frequency, a little bit on my energy, not so much overthinking and nervousness and anxiety, and just do the best you can to just relax and give yourself permission to just say, fuck it. Just for 30 seconds. All right. Practice it 30 seconds at a time. Just saying, fuck it. If everything wants to fall to shit, let it fall to shit. Me worrying about it's not going to fix it. Fuck it. Just practice that. I know it's hard. I know it's tricky, but the more you practice it, the more it gets a little bit easier to fall into that flow state. All right, let's get some general advice. What general advice do we have for Virgo? Whoa. I think this deck's getting an attitude with me. Don't spend too much time overthinking things. Now, I'm not saying just be stupid and, arbitrarily do something stupid on a whim. Don't spend too much time overthinking things. Not too much. Think about everything that you possibly can. And once you have taken all of the variables into consideration, don't sit around and keep doing that over and over and over and over and over. See, right now, here's the cool thing. Right now, we are all collectively headed towards a nexus point timeline. We're like right here, y'all. We're like right here. We're headed towards a nexus point timeline. And all timelines are about to come together here very soon. Again, kind of like they did 4 years ago. All timelines are about to come together, and then they're going to split back off again for the last time. So there's not really a point in overthinking what move you're going to make or what decision you're going to make right now, because you're going to end up on the same timeline anyways. The only difference is if you take path A, by the time you're put on your final timeline, you'll be the path A version of yourself. If you take path B, by the time you end up on, well, not the final timeline, but like after the nexus point splits off, you'll be the path B version of yourself. See, here's the funny thing about it. This is why it's so important to develop a relationship with the universe, because the universe will fight against you if it don't want you doing something. Now, this is the tricky part, because how do I know whether or not the universe is fighting against me, or if I just need to try a little harder? How do I know that? Because everything in this life requires work. If you want to get anything done, if you want to have anything that's worth anything, a good relationship, a fucking business, a nice house, or whatever the case may be, I got to work, right? So how do I know when the universe is fighting against me and telling me not to do something? Well, here's a couple of little things that I picked up on my journey. Now, there's two sides to this coin, okay? When the universe don't want you doing something, the universe will start to defy logic. It'll do shit that makes no fucking sense to prevent you from doing something. On the other side of that coin, if the universe wants you to do something that by all logic you shouldn't be able to do, the universe will defy logic and open doors that you never thought would open to get you to do what you should be doing. So that's why I say, I use my analogy, knock on doors. That's an analogy. I have to say that because I have had people think that when I say that, I mean literally knock on physical doors. Metaphorically speaking, knock on the proverbial universal doors to see what'll open. Right now, though, for a lot of us, it's really hard to get a door to open right now. Right now. There's only a very select few doors that'll open for us right now because, like I said, we're headed to a nexus point timeline. But if a door does open, go through it. It's going to be temporary anyways. No matter what you're doing right now, it's temporary. I can't even tell you whether or not I'm going to be doing this in a year or two. I'm not even 100% convinced that I'm going to be doing this next year. Maybe I will. I don't know. I have no clue. In the next 3 to 5 years, everything that you or I have ever known about life on Earth is going to be very different. Very different. I'm not saying it's going to take 3 to 5 years. It's going to be a slow transitionary process to the new world that we're moving into. To fully integrate that new world is going to have to be a slow process. Full integration of the new system is going to take about 10 years. Now, crashing the old system is only going to take about a year or two. That's already started happening. It's already started crashing. It's been crumbling for like the last 6 months now. But at the end of the day, fuck it, man. Don't spend too much time sitting around thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? If I'm wondering, I wonder if I should try that. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. If it don't work, I'll back away and say, okay, cool. I guess I ain't supposed to do that then. If the door opens, like here recently, I had a door open for me that I'm a little bit nervous about. There's a few things about it that are a little outside of my comfort zone, but I'm going to go for it and see what happens. If a door opens, especially if something comes to you. Like here a couple of weeks ago, I had an offer come my way. Then I'm like, well, okay, we'll see. And I'm going to go for it. So in 2024, we can't afford to sit around and overthink shit. Because no matter what you're going through right now, by the time 2026 gets here, you're going to be in a good place. By the time 2026 gets here, the transition will be complete. Now, it won't be fully integrated, but the transition will be complete. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo family needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again, y'all, for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.